mess with God's creation because God's creation was perfect.
Yes,
Can't say better than that.
I can agree with that.
yes, they're trying to they're trying to get rid of the RH gene. It's what they're trying to do. They're manipulating it. And I think with the program shot, they may have did that because I'm RH negative. But yeah, that's what they're trying to do is to get rid of the RH negative.
Okay,
Because the RH negative is poison to, I know you don't want to hear this, Char, but it's poison to the reptilians. And so they're trying to get rid of it completely.
well, since we're
Makes sense as to them labeling us as the reptilian.
there, why don't we talk about shedding potential partners and shedding? We should all be aware, like 100% be aware, because if it's capable to pass like some sort of STD, like is it not? Who knows? Does anyone have information on that? It's a good question.
Lovely to get somebody on the inside that has access to their files.
So look, I'm familiar with the shedding argument. I don't know if it's true. If it is true, we're basically cooked. It's over. It's a wrap. There's no, if it can shed like that and 90% of the people took it, I mean, we're fucking cooked. So that's that.
Then you gotta think.
I think with the whole shedding thing, it would have to be more intimate, more so than just like passing. In passing, I think it would have to be more of an intimate type sexual contact. I'll say for that kind of shedding is my opinion.
Oh, you think it's like it requires a more direct exposure? Maybe, I don't know.
Intimate, direct exposure, kind of like they tried to do with the HIV/AIDS epidemic in the 80s.
Have you guys heard, about, and I've heard this, I don't know if it's true, but I have heard this, that Rh negatives are kind of resistant or immune to HIV. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that over and over and over again.
Heard that, and somebody in the comments that doesn't know what shedding is.
I haven't heard much about that. I've heard some other cool, interesting stories. I'm on a RH negative Facebook group, and there's some wild out theories far out.
There are. There definitely are.
Some of them are interesting.
I think we're godly protected.
Well, I don't know about that, but I think that we are the original human bloodline. And if you believe in a creator, then, connect those dots, right? So, and it makes kind of what Flat Smack was saying, right? Like, yeah, if these guys are as crazy as they seem to be, then yeah, they would want to deface creation itself. Like, I totally believe their absolute end game is to get rid of everything that is natural and have a totally synthetic world and like literally conquer nature itself or eliminate nature. They want to, this is like what I think their end game would be. And this is kind of crazy, but I think that they want a totally synthetic world where they are now in control of creation. Now, I mean, look, I don't know if that's true or not, but I get that feeling.
That goes back to the Internet of Bodies thing, correct?
We had one thrown at us at the end of the last half last
They want to they don't want anything natural because the natural order is the system God created. And so they want to create a totally new system, right? I don't know.
Hello.
What up?
Hey. So just touching on what you were talking about, yes. I do believe that we are resistant to HIV. I can tell you that I was exposed to HIV, and when I went to 3 different doctors, 3 different hospitals, and I was just very sick, and they just kept telling me I had some kind of blood infection. but they couldn't figure out what it was. And after, I went through 6 different types of antibiotics over a course of a week, and nothing just really seemed to help. And I, in fact, was getting sicker. And I went to an emergency room in the middle of the night, about 3 a.m, because I just had blood and mucus coming out of my ears, my nose, my eyes. It's coughing up blood and mucus. And there was an intern, and he said to me, he came in and talked to me. They did blood panels. And I will say that anytime, for any reason I go to the doctor, they always do full blood panels on me. Both my parents are Rh negative, so I would be what would be considered pure blood. My mother did not receive any RhoGAM during her pregnancy with me. So going back to the HIV, within about 3 weeks, I just pretty much was at home, just sick on fluids. I had a close friend that was taking care of me. I went back for my checkup, and they did full blood panels. There was no sign of infection, no sign of virus, no sign of HIV. So I don't know how to explain that. The doctors couldn't explain it. They just said it was the strangest thing they'd ever seen. But again, I do believe that folks that are RHA negative, which I am A negative, both my parents are RHA negative. I think the blood, I just think the healthier you are or less resistant. I do not ever get sick. Literally do not get sick. I don't know if anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get sick often. Yeah, I don't get sick every year, but I do get sick, like, every other year, every couple years or something like that.
I've been around so many people that have contracted COVID, never contracted COVID.
I've noticed that when I do get sick, it's not anywhere as bad as other people around me.
Right. Yeah, I just literally don't get sick. My husband had kind of like a little cold kind of sinus infection a few weeks ago. I mean, I kissed him the whole time he was sick. We touched each other. Like, I just don't get sick.
All right, guys. But anyway, I mean, my phone's at like literally 2%, and it's just going to shut off. So I guess I'm going to end it for now.
Thanks, brother. Much love.
Anytime. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. But if you're interested in this kind of stuff, give me a follow. We'll get back into it later.
Thanks for having me up.
Hey, anytime.